there came a point where I started noticing patterns I couldn't ignore anymore, not just in work, in people's lives. And honestly, it changed the direction I wanted mine to go. When I first got into insurance and sales, I was hungry. I wanted to grow. I wanted opportunity. I wanted to prove myself. And I learned a lot. I'm grateful for that. But the longer that I stayed around certain environments, the more I started paying attention to the outcomes, not the promises that were promised me, but the outcomes. So I started looking at people who had been doing this for years, right? And I asked myself, do I actually want the life that they have? Not just the paycheck, the lifestyle. So here's what I saw. I saw people working constantly, always at the office, always tied to the clock, always under pressure, trading time for money every single day. And what hit me the hardest was this: a lot of them just had accepted it. Like this was as good as it gets. So here's the emotional shift I had, right? I remember sitting there thinking, there's no way that this is my portion. Like, no disrespect, but I knew deep down that I wanted something different with my life. So there was a bigger realization that I had. It's because I realized that the opportunity that you choose eventually becomes your lifestyle. And that scared me. At the same time, I had already seen another side of the industry. I had seen what happened when businesses were built differently, right? When systems existed, when leads existed, when people weren't depending only on physical presence and endless hours. And it completely changed how I thought. So here's the question that changed everything for me. I started asking myself, why would I build a life that takes me away from the people that I'm trying to build it for? That question stayed with me because I started realizing I missed peace, right? I missed having energy. I missed having control over my own time. And I used to bodybuild for years. And then I realized I haven't been living in a way where I could take care of myself consistently anymore. And that bothered me. So I made a decision. I wasn't just chasing income anymore. I was chasing freedom, autonomy, peace, time with my family, and ownership over my actual life. And look, this isn't about attacking anybody. Everyone wants different things. But I had to be honest with myself about what I wanted. And once I saw the pattern, I couldn't unsee it. Sometimes growth starts when you stop asking, what job should I take? And start asking, what kind of life is this leading me towards? Because that question changes everything. If you started noticing patterns in your own life that you couldn't ignore anymore, comment patterns because awareness is where usually where change actually begins. So you understand what's going on and you see that you can make a different decision in your life. I just want to put that out there. Food for thought, baby. Till next time. Peace.